Hey friend, John McLennan here, and in this video you're going to learn how to play Born on the Bayou as recorded by CCR on guitar. Now this is an awesome tune that has this great swampy blues style guitar part to it. I'm going to break it down for you step by step. But before we dive into the lesson, if you're new to the channel, I've got a gift for you. I put together this awesome fretboard guide that's going to show you the 5 must-know chords and scales to map out your entire fretboard. And this is one of the most useful PDFs that I've ever created. It's just 1 page long, so you can print it out and keep it on your music stand or on your desktop as you're putting all this together. And I want to give it to you completely for free. Just go to johnmclennan.com/fretboard guide, or you can click the first link down below to grab your copy. All right, well, with that said, let's dive into this song. Okay, so the tune kicks off. We have this sort of swell in, and the guitar does this slide on the and of 4 from the 2nd fret up to the 7th fret. It sounds like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, so you want to take your 3rd finger, your ring finger, and play the 2nd fret of the 5th string. And we're going to play that note, then slide it up to the 7th fret. So we're going from the note B to the note E. Then from there, you want to plant down an E7 chord. And this looks like a typical C chord here, but what we're going to do is we're going to add our pinky to the 7th fret of the 3rd string. So that means we're going to play from the 5th string down, 7, 6, 7, 5. So that's the shape that we've planted down, but we start by just sliding into that root note. Then what we're going to do is do some arpeggio picking. And we played that 5th string, then we're going to go to the 4th string, then we'll play the 2nd string, and then the 3rd string. So we sort of start here, 5, 4, then 2, 3. So that's essentially the pattern, 5, 4, 2, 3. Then we're going to repeat it, but we're going to leave off the 5th string. So it's going to go 4, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 3 more times. So it's going to sound like this. Then we restart, we go back to the 5th string and start it over again. So it's 5, 4, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, reset. 5, 4, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3. And then of course we would proceed all of that with the slide in. All right, now there is a looseness to this guitar part. So that's where I would start, is picking that pattern. Now you can kind of turn it into, this is what we call arpeggio picking, where we're picking those individual strings or individual notes of the chord. But what I want you to do next is we're going to get a little bit loose with it and add kind of some strums in there. So it's like mixing arpeggio picking with strumming. And that's going to turn it into this. 3, 4. So what I'm doing is every time I play the 2nd string, I'm turning that into kind of a strum where I just brush up through the strings. And I'm getting 2, maybe sometimes even 3 of the strings at once. So it turns into this. And that's what I would play for that opening figure. Now it's all really based around that E7, but we're arpeggio picking and adding some strums. From there, we're going to move into the verse. We're going to drop down to an E7. I'm going to go down here to the open position and play this chord. Open, 2, 2, 1, 3, open, which is just an E7 chord. Now I'm going to do this kind of backbeat groove that sounds like this. Now here, this is where Fogerty comes in singing "When I Was Just a Little Boy" is the lyric cue. And what I'm doing is I'm breaking up that E7. I'm playing sort of the lower strings and then the higher strings, going down up on each. So down up on the low strings, down up on the high strings. When I play the lower strings though, I'm actually adding a little bit of a palm mute here. So, and that's the verse groove. So 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. So I'm just palm muting on the lower strings, and then the higher strings are kind of sneaking through the palm mute. So that goes over and over until we get to the next figure, which is when he sings "Chasing Down a Hoodoo There," we play this. So we added 2 more chords to the mix, plus a little thing I call a cheat strum. So here we're on that E7, we're going 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2. Then on the and of 2, we're gonna switch to a D. Then on the and of 3, an A. And then on the and of 4, we're gonna play open strings. Then we'll go back to the E7 groove. So it's like, chasing down a hoodoo there, chasing down a hoodoo there, born on the bayou. So it's 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and I love those open strings just right in between as you're going back to the E. All right, from there we go to the guitar solo, which is really just all over the E7. We go back to that groove we played for the verse. Then we have this figure that comes out of the guitar solo, we play this. So still D, A, and E7, but a slightly different rhythm. We're gonna play 2 quarter notes or 2 down strums on D, 1, 2, then change to A and play 2 eighth notes, down strums, and then go back to the E7 on the and of 4. So it's gonna go 1, 2, 3, and 4, and 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, and then you tie in the main strumming pattern. So 1, 2, 3, and 4, and 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, and 1, 2. Do this 4 times. Then we play this really cool bluesy figure. It goes like this. So here I'm playing the 2nd fret of the 4th string. Then come up to the 5th string and hammer from 2 to 4. Then play the 2nd fret of the 4th string. Then drop down the octave and play low E. So it's. Then we play 2 to 4 with a hammer. Then 2 on the 4th string. 4 on the 5th string. Then we restart that, so. We do that 3 times, and then we get out of it like this. And we go back to that first figure. So what I did was just let that low E ring. 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, and 1, and 2, and then we do that slide in just like we did at the intro. So have fun practicing these swampy blues guitar parts, and be sure to practice along with the recording, and also listen to the recording a lot. You know, when you're studying music, you want to listen to what you're trying to make your guitar sound like. So listen to the recording, play along, and to help you even more, be sure to grab my fretboard guide at the first link down below. And I used to look down down at the guitar neck and feel so confused until I understood this simple system, just a way of laying out the chords. There's 5 chords and 5 scales that you need to know, and I organized the entire fretboard. So when you look down, you're not lost. You know what key you're in, and you know how the chords and the scales connect. So you can grab it completely for free. Just go to johnmclennan.com/fretboard guide or click that first link down below. As always, thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. Hope you have an amazing day, and we'll see you in another video real soon.